The Nigerian police are making sure that by all means Seun Kuti doesn't get off easily on this one. In fact, they are claiming that the policeman Seun Kuti slapped is in coma. Hmm, quite unbelievable, right? I just hope that the Nigerian police will put in the same energy when a policeman also assaulted a civilian as well, so that the equation is going to be balanced, so that it doesn't seem as if it is only when a civilian assaults a policeman that the Nigerian police is acting so swift and not, delaying matters. Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel as well by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your comments in the comment section. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Just in, policeman slapped by Seun Kuti, now in coma, as court remands Afrobeat singer. Following the arrest of an Afrobeat singer on Monday over assault of a police officer on duty, the Lagos State Police Command has asked the court for a remand order to detain him for 21 days after it earlier secretly arraigned him at the Yaba Magistrate Court without informing his lawyers. We also learned that the police prosecutors claimed at the magistrate court that the assaulted policeman was in coma and was receiving treatment at an undisclosed hospital. Meanwhile, the court is presently on recess as the Chief Magistrate, Mrs. Adeola Olatunbosun, said she was studying the file. Speaking with Sarah reporters, a witness at the court said the Chief Magistrate, Mrs. Adeola Olatunbosun, Magistrate Court 1, Yaba, took statement from the Nigerian police applying to detain Seun Kuti for 21 days, claiming the policeman he allegedly assaulted is in coma at an undisclosed hospital. However, Kuti's lawyer, Adeyinka Olumide Fusika, countered that the police already stated publicly that a police officer trailed and went to Seun's house and accepted 12,000 naira to repair his car. It also emerged that the DCP in Panti had gone to meet the magistrate earlier before secretly moving Seun to the court without notifying his lawyer. They also accused Seun of not writing a statement, but Olumide Fusika countered that he was there when Seun wrote a statement. The chief magistrate decided to go on recess to study the file. Sarah reporters earlier reported that magistrate court began sitting by 12 p.m., but Seun Kuti and his lawyers, who had got wind of a police secret arraignment, were already in court. The police had moved Seun Kuti to the Yaba Magistrate Court for arraignment without notifying his lawyers. The magistrate is sitting by 12 noon, but Seun and his lawyers are already in court, a source had revealed. We earlier reported that Kuti told the police personnel in Yaba, Lagos State, that he would not volunteer any statement since the Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Benjamin Hindenyi, had already concluded his investigation and published the same report in the media. Kuti, while speaking through his lawyer, Olumide Fusika's son, in an update on Tuesday morning, noted that he would, at the right time and place, defend himself against Indeyin's published investigative findings. Several reporters on Monday night reported that the police at the Lagos State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department, PANTI, refused to grant Seun Kuti bail after their futile attempt to trick him into writing a statement that would implicate him in the case of an alleged assault on a police officer. We learned that his lawyer asked the police to grant the musician bail, but the request was rejected under the pretext that they were yet to conclude their investigation. Seun Kuti, son of Afrobeat legend Fela Kuti, was on Monday arrested and handcuffed following his visit to the State Police Command. We earlier reported that the musician kept his word that he would cooperate with the police by turning himself in on Monday to cooperate with the investigation into the allegations that he assaulted a policeman as captured in a viral video. He was, however, arrested, handcuffed by the police, and moved to SCID Banti for interrogation. Several reporters had also reported that the police turned Seun Kuti's visit, in company with his lawyer Olumide Fusika, into a public spectacle, with hundreds of officers taunting and mocking him as he walked by. Magistrate Adeola Olatunbosun has remanded the Afrobeat musician Seun Kuti for 48 hours in police custody for allegedly assaulting a police officer. Kuti, in a 12-second video clip that went viral on May 13, 2023, had assaulted a policeman on the Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos State. The defendant turned himself in at the Lagos State Police Command in Ikeja on Monday, following an order for his arrest by the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba. He was later transferred to OK, the state's Criminal Investigations Department, PANTI, and was on Tuesday arraigned before Oyaba Magistrate Court for assault on a police officer, an offense contrary to Section 356 of the Nigerian Code of Conduct Act. The prosecution, led by S.A. Adebese and Morufo Animashaun, prayed the court to remand the defendant for 21 days pending legal advice from the Directorate of Public Prosecutions. However, Kuti's counsel, led by Adeyinka Olumide Fusika's son, prayed the court to not remand his client, stating that they, the counsel, were not aware of the remand application. The magistrate, after listening to both parties, requested 5 minutes of recess, stating that she needed to deliberate on her own. She, however, handed her phone to the registrar to avoid calls from both parties. When the court resumed sitting, the magistrate, reading out her ruling, said she would not rely on police investigation. Hence, she remanded the defendant for 48 hours in police custody. She said court has decided to override any public opinion and pass the judgment of a court. Following the remand application presented before the court, I am advising that the case file be duplicated and sent to the Directorate of Public Prosecutions within 72 hours. The defendant is hereby remanded for 48 hours in police custody to allow the police to conclude their investigation. After 48 hours, the defendant will be granted bail in the sum of 1 million naira with two responsible sureties, a 3-year tax payment receipt that is verifiable, One of the sureties must have a landed property within the court jurisdiction. She adjourned the case till May 28, 2023 for mention. You guys, it's as if the Nigerian police just want Seun Kuti to pay by all means. They want to use him as an example to say to others that you do not harass, you do not assault a policeman. Let me have your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.